Yo, what's good? You feel me? Another death battle. You feel me? Listen, Ghost Rider vs Spawn. Listen, all I gotta say is that normally I would have a side that I hate. You feel me? A side that I want to lose no matter what. But this time, I like both of these characters. You feel me? I love Ghost Rider. To be honest, I want Ghost Rider to win. But if he listens to Spawn, I have no issues with that. Because I like Spawn almost as much. Like Ghost Rider's like right here and Spawn's like right here. Now, do I know much about both of them? No. I don't know much about either one of them. But the parts that I do know put them very close to each other, to me anyways. So, as much as I want Ghost Rider to absolutely cook, because he's cooler in every way to me. But Spawn, if he wins, I don't want. As long as it's explained well enough. You feel me? If it's not, then but I'm thinking that Ghost Rider would win, because like I don't know how Spawn is going to win, but maybe Spawn. I think Spawn's immortal, but can't Ghost Rider just seal him? I'm not sure. Bob yapped it long enough. I've yapped long enough. So let's get to the video.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn.
The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I'm actually excited for this.
Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson.
Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save him,
That's tough,
Johnny
gang.
turned to the only thing that could, chemotherapy.
The devil.
Oh!
To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king of the 8th layer of hell.
Only for Crash to actually live up to his name right after.
But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the Spirit of Vengeance.
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into Hellfire, an undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hug.
That's my goat.
The fifth scariest Nick Cage performance, the stuntman from hell. He called himself the Daredevil.
Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken.
Facts.
Okay,
Get him
then
gone.
How about the Ghost Rider?
Sure, we definitely didn't forget that we named the character the same thing only 5 years earlier.
No.
The Ghost Rider
don't count.
was bad news for Earth's sinners and scumbags. He's strong enough to pull down skyscrapers, blow up mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body. His whole
What a
arsenal
game?
is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barfed right out of his mouth.
Okay, bro. All right, bro.
And he can imbue other objects with hellfire, such as his Hell Cycle.
Oh, this
That's straight
badass bike
aura,
can
bro.
outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his...
His boner, Wiz. Get it?
Ah.
And it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look, the Penance Stare.
The Penance Stare inflicts upon its victims every
Yo,
ounce of pain
I really
they
forget
ever
about some of
wreaked
these shits,
upon
bro.
Others. Every cruelty, no matter how small
I gotta
or
rewatch this movie.
righteous, is reflected back.
And read
A
some of his comics.
biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul. It even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are
Damn.
windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the Penance Stare to work. Some people have have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well, Johnny can adjust how deadly it is,
Not
and
Iron Man?
it doesn't necessarily have to
Not
kill you.
Deadpool.
He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
A classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength is boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a
Okay,
literal infinite
alright.
distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal and immortal.
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just
What?
that. Yeah, an army.
I didn't know that.
Spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of
Okay.
heavenly black ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both.
Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in existence, it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm.
Got packed.
Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably
Is that,
powerful.
Silver
A battle
Surfer?
with him could cause omniversal Armageddon, fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And
Galactus.
Galactus' fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So how is Spawn competing
So
with
it was
this?
no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell.
That's crazy.
As they say though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Smearing Doctor
Though he
Strange
gave
steak
up
and
Hell's
cooked in
throne,
commons,
the
bro.
Ghost Rider
From what I've been
continues
seeing.
his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Broke out.
Maybe
Boom.
one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
As they sure as hell won't find any in his.
Alright, let me see Spawn, bro, because I don't think he's.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin Hood.
We skip those.
If Al Simmons was one thing, he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S.
I forgot
Army
this
and the
movie,
CIA's
bro.
most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe.
Hold
at
on,
the
isn't
barrel
that
of a
Tiger Claw
gun,
from Arrow?
Painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning
That's
was
tough.
only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the 8th Circle of Hell.
By
Okay.
their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's bud.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There,
That's
you
tough, gang.
saw her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the undead warrior
Yo,
from hell
that's
itself,
crazy.
Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard, and despair.
Spawn would violently defend New York's downtrodden.
Does he have a symbiote or something?
Covering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time, he can fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people.
That sounds
OP.
OP.
He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malebolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself... yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, bro, what? Yo, you know how much of a... Yo, bro said, I thought when he said that the curse wasn't gonna work on him, okay, of course, the curse is is not gonna work on you, but he said, hey, it can work on you, but you're no longer your color, bro. That's actually insane.
It's petty trolling like that gets you a throne in hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it.
Okay.
By simply walking on Earth.
So basically what I'm saying is that his power is like limitless, kind of. Because if he's getting shit from hell, which is like eternal, he doesn't run out, if I'm not mistaken.
All of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins, feeling every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your
he sounds crazier than Ghost Rider,
like
low-key.
Some sort of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got unlimited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden.
What?
It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million sinners, including every one of hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even helps Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own... how do I put this?
What?
Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed.
He packed himself?
Until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
So he loses. He's going to lose. They just said that he's like, I don't want to say the R word or the S word. So I'm just gonna say he's done. You feel me? He's done. He's losing, bro. There's no, he's cooked. He's gonna see one of Ghost Rider's chains. Put that chain in his chest No, bro, he's cooked.
There we are, good as new. That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves
He's cooked.
and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might
Damn.
seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that had killed all of humanity.
Because the reason Malvolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to Hell and ripped Malvosia's head off.
Damn.
With a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality, Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of Hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a part of Hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between Heaven and Hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so
Who's
she
this?
appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the Tree of Life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control.
Why are these niggas working together, bro? Why are they working together? They're supposed to be split. Anyways.
Infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated
Respawned.
the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human. But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can angstingly brood over the injustice of his own
Gotta be edgy, bro.
Those
All the
who
way.
threaten the alley he calls home, beware. Because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Okay.
This battle is sponsored by DraftKings
We skipped this.
Casino.
All right, the combatants.
All right, you know, we do this every time, bro. Before the fight begins, I gotta get my predictions in. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think Spawn's actually gonna win this. Spawn might win this. I know they say he's dumb, but that was before all the other stuff happened, you know what I'm saying? I think Spawn actually got this. I'm not gonna lie.
Are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time
I don't think
for
Ghost
one
Rider got
hell
this,
of a
bro.
death battle!
But I want him to win, but I don't think he got this, to be honest. Let's see.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Edgy, bro. Oh my goodness.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Woo! Okay, hold on. Guns don't work, bro. Put that shit down. Okay, Ghost Rider. Show me some. We break those.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Vengeance calls. Yo. What's this timer at the top? Okay, beam struggle. Weave.
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
You fight like a bum? Is that what he just said?
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
Okay.
You've earned your damnation.
What is this timer? Well, that's not gonna work. Is he giant? What? What is this? Wait, he took him with him?
Welcome to hell.
Oh, now he's cooked. Ghost Rider's cooked. Stop time. Ooh. Okay, weave. Get over here. You are not Scorpion. Weave. Oh, he blocked that. Okay, nice cape. Okay, now this gets real crazy.
The holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Why is he small? Okay. Ooh. Nice. Ooh!
Now, Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
What the hell?
Eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
He lied. He is the Prince of Lies. Wait, I'm an innocent.
Oh, nah. Wait a second. Okay, hold on.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Wait a second. I thought the look doesn't require like him like needing sin. I thought he got an upgrade. The minute he looks at that person, it's over. Okay, but I mean, sure.
Oh, God damn!
Literally, this was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down
Okay.
into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan,
Right.
who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Okay.
Ghost Rider may take power.
All right.
Remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military
Sure,
combat
sure,
and
sure.
is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well
True.
for his versatility.
True.
Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
All
but
Spawn
is
did in the death battle though was stop time though. I'm pretty sure. I mean, like, what reality? I don't know.
Invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing. Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistance.
Okay, this is what I want to hear.
Who was harder to kill? Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare. Just
Okay.
like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos
Okay.
are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
All right,
Just
see
think about
that.
that.
See that. That's all I need to know, bro. All I needed to know, because I was like, confused why that worked, why he was able to counter that so easily. That's all I need to know, bro. And Spawn wins. I get it.
Penance Stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every Penance Stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The Damnation Stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite
boost.
power.
Yep.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass.
That's I'm like, bro, why would you do that, bro?
Too,
He's gonna win.
Transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge.
I agree.
Zarathos
Okay.
was almost unbeatable.
Rare Death Battle W.
Soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
Okay,
The winner
bro.
is Spawn.
Next time on Death Battle.
Who's next? Mahito versus... Is that Shigaraki versus Mahito?
So
Mahito's getting cooked. Mahito's getting cooked. And if you say Mahito cannot take damage from 9, blah, 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 bro, they're gonna have verse equalization, bro, obviously. Mahito's getting cooked. It doesn't matter. Anyways, that is Death Battle, you feel me? Spawn versus Ghost Rider. This is actually one I actually enjoy like watching throughout. You know what I'm saying? No, I wasn't upset about nothing. Like I said, either one could have won. The resistance thing is all I need to know. It's all I need an explanation for. And the minute they confirmed why, I got it, bro. It made sense. I understand. Even when Ghost Rider sent him to HE double hockey stick, bro. I'm like, bro, that's not gonna work. He's gonna get a boost, bro. You're cooked. So yeah, bro. It was only a matter of time. So I agree. Spawn cooks. Unless there's like some argument out there I want to know about, because I barely know much about them. But from what I know from Death Battle, from what they showed me, Spawn cooks. You know what I'm saying? Enough of the yapping though, because I do yap a lot. I'ma catch y'all later. Peace.
Them I done switch up my swag and I hide in my bed. No, these niggas ain't on that. Yeah, them I came through and I fly. I said bad, but you can't catch this shit on the Kodak. That's your thought, bro. I already know that. She with me, so that little bitch should throw that. Put that stock on the stick, but don't go back. What you making a month, I go blow that.